fourth speaker is Peter Ledwidge, Managing Director of Mako Gold Limited, and that is going to be streamed. By way of background, Peter is a geologist with 30 years' experience in exploration and mining. His career is focused primarily on gold in Canada, Africa and Australia. Prior to founding Mako Gold, Peter was a senior manager with ASX-listed Orbis Gold, whereby he secured all of Orbis's permits in Burkina Faso and Cote d'Ivoire. Peter played a critical role in the discovery of the Nabanga gold deposit and thereafter contributed geological ideas towards the discovery of the Bouangou mine. Peter is fluent bilingually in French, the working language of the majority of countries in West Africa. Would you please welcome Peter? And at this point, something magic should happen.
I'm Peter Ledwidge, Managing Director of Mako Gold. I wish I could be there with you, but instead I'm presenting from Brisbane. As our title slide says, we're looking for high-grade gold deposits and large deposits in West Africa. There's a disclaimer that I urge you to read. This is where our main project is, our flagship project, the NAPIE project. So for most of you are probably quite familiar with the Burundian Greenstone. It hosts 70 plus 1 million ounce deposits and 40 from over 3 million ounces, which is why we're there. We think our flagship project, the NAPIE project, has a potential to host several million ounces, and we're advancing it to a maiden resource in hopefully in Q1 of 2021. And we've got a team that has done it before and hopefully do it again. We're very well funded to achieve all of our objectives, as you'll see on the next slide. So you can see we've got $12 million in cash and receivables. $1 million of that is from the final payment, upcoming final payment of our new project in Burkina Faso to Norgold, and that should be coming in pretty quickly. But yeah, we're well funded to do all our exploration work, as you can see. And our board and management, all except the company secretary, all have extensive West African experience. I'm sure you recognize all the names on there. Most of our crew is ex-Orbis, and then we've got Steve Zaninovich, that just joined our board recently, who's ex-Griffin, and TCHAGA as well, and Michele Masillo, who is negotiating the Cardinal takeover with the Russians and the Chinese right now. So we all know what we're doing, and our guys, our key guys on the ground, very important. That's how we can be in the middle of a large drilling program, remote controlling it, because we've got those good guys, Ibrahim and Bukai. So about 25 million market cap. Okay, so here's the project, the two projects actually that are granted, and we're waiting for a third one to get granted, but I'll talk mostly about the NAPIE project. It's an earn-in JV with Perseus. We've already earned in 51%. We can earn in 75% by taking it to feasibility. It's in the same belt as Tiedo's Abujar deposit, and along that same fault system that you can see on that map. Now, why are we in Cote d'Ivoire? Well, it hosts 35% of the greenstone in West Africa. And you can see there's lots of well-known companies working there, so we're in good company, and the infrastructure is very good. As a matter of fact, we've got a bitumen road and hydroelectric line that runs through our NAPIE project. And as a bonus, we've got a river on the east side, so everything we need to put a mine into production, assuming we're successful. So here's a project, a large project, 30 kilometers north-south, 224 square kilometers. Today we've outlined 4 prospects on it, and 5, and 4 of which we've drilled. You can see, some very good results outlined in red on our drilling. But we've been focusing the last 18 months or so on the red rectangle, the CHAGA prospect, which is we're advancing towards maiden resource. I'll talk about that in more detail. But just to give you an idea of the prospectivity of the rest of the prospect, CHAGA East, only 3 holes drilled with in 2018. 7 meters at 1.91 is the best of the three. GOGBALA, I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail as well. And we're going back and drilling those two in November and December. So we're very excited about that. But first, I'll talk about the CHAGA prospect. So our targeting permit-wide is very easy. On the background, you'll see the mag map. And the red lines are the structures, and the yellow and green are the soil and auger anomaly. So we basically have a 23-kilometer long soil auger anomaly coincident with good structure interpreted from the geophysics. On the right-hand side, you can see our drill intercepts in gram meters. So red dots are 5 to 10 gram meters, pink are 10 to 50, and then purple is anything over 50 gram meters. So two key points to take away from this. We're getting red, pink, and purple dots where we hope to be. And on the left-hand side of the map, you can see that we've got a whole lot more targets to drill. So a very good problem to have. So this is a blow-up of the CHAGA prospect. We've outlined mineralization on a strike length of 1.6 kilometers to date, open in all directions. We're focusing on that blue rectangle. That's where our resource drilling is concentrating on. And right now we're concentrating in that southern part where I'll show you those two sections, A, B, and C, D. You can see we've got some very pretty outstanding results today. 13 meters at 20.8, 36 at 3 grams, 28 at 4.9, etc. But what's really key is that we can follow those along strike with pretty good continuity. We've highlighted the better results in red, but you can see even some of the lesser results, 15 meters at 1.2, 23 meters at 1.5. Those are still pretty good results. So basically, we're following that north-south fault system that you can see in the thick black lines. But through our recent structural studies, as well as 3D modeling, we're finding that the southeast to northwest structures and dotted black lines are very crucial to what we're chasing. So now we've changed our drill orientation from west to east to go from northwest to southeast. I should also point out that we've done our preliminary metallurgical test work, and both oxide and fresh rock came back with average recoveries over 94%. So very good results on that. So here's section AB. I just pointed out that we've got good continuity going along strike. As you can see here, we've also got good continuity going down dip. So typical of orogenic shear-hosted Birimian greenstone mineralization, it pinches and swells. And so we're not expecting to get, the super high grade everywhere, but you can see a demonstration of that here where we have 28 meters at 4.8. Just above that, we have 19 meters at 1.13. You go to the deepest hole we've drilled to date, 253 meters. We've got that nice 7.7 at 11.6 grams with another nice intercept a bit lower down. So you can see it pinches and swells. But what's really key is that on that interval in that NADD 58 DD, that's an RC hole that we diamond tailed, the true width of that mineralized envelope is 60 meters at 2 grams per ton. So, we're pretty excited about getting those kinds of grades, but we're not going to be drilling that deep because why would we? Because when we have all that strike length. So here's a second section, and the reason I'm showing that is to show you how structurally complex the area is. You can see an ARC 124, nice intersect, 14 meters at 5.5. Below it, 36 meters at 3 grams. And below that, we didn't get it in that RC hole, but we diamond tailed it. We're waiting for those results. But also what we're doing is because we've changed our orientation, we think that that's going to help us to get those mineralized shoots, because now our interpretation of it is those mineralized shoots are running southwest to northeast. And all those blue lines, the dotted lines, are diamond drill holes that we're waiting assays on. So this is a nice intercept that we announced a couple of months ago, 13 meters at 20.8. I'm not putting on there just to brag. I'm showing you that out of that 13 meters, there's 9 meters of significant mineralization. So it's not one of those one-hit wonders, you know, where you get 1 meter and the rest is a little bit less. It's actually, you know, nice wide intercepts. And we're getting that consistently in all our drill programs. And you can see that, you know, what we need for mineralization is quartz veining, potassic alteration, and pyrite. So you can see the quartz veining. They're not huge quartz veins. They're a stockwork, which is what we're looking for. And I'll show you the alteration on the next slide. So right here, you can see that pink alteration. That's that a potassic alteration with a bit of hematite as well. And we're using IP as well because as a tool, because IP is picking up the disseminated sulfides. So you can see that our gold is clearly associated with pyrite. But what's really important is that it's not locked in the pyrite, which is why we're getting that good metallurgy. So that's why I like to show that slide. And that's that interval I was showing you. That was 7.7 at 12 grams, just under 12 grams per ton. Now, this is the blue sky I was talking about in the other 3 prospects that we're about to drill. So this is GOGBALA. It's 6 kilometers south of CHAGA that I was just speaking about. And keep in mind, CHAGA was 1.6 kilometers where we've outlined mineralization. In 2018, we put 24 very wide-spaced RC drill holes over a 4-kilometer area. That yellow area that you see, that's a plus 40 ppb soil anomaly. So that 5-kilometer white square rectangle you see is where we're just about to start an IP program that works so well on CHAGA. And as soon as that's done, we're launching into a 5,000-meter drill program on that. So we're really excited about going back there. We haven't drilled that, as I said, since 2018, but still get, you know, very good results. That's before we had our mag reinterpreted. And we had really nice results, you know, 2 meters at just under 17, 12 meters at 5.4, et cetera. So we're hoping that 5,000-meter drill program is going to be a big boon to us in addition to CHAGA. So, you know, we see the potential for possibly a couple of million ounces coming out of that. And on CHAGA, you know, we think that we can possibly get up to 1 million ounces on it. So that's why we're so optimistic about this permit. Now I'll show you a little bit of the blue sky, the pipeline of projects. We just got granted the Cote Nord permit, 185 square kilometers, and then the second permit in dotted red lines is we're hoping is going to get granted quickly. So between the 2 of them, they have 17 meters of contact between greenstone and granite along a major fault. The major fault is shown in gray there, the regional fault. And if you travel up to that, that's on the other side of the border in Burkina. That's where Teranga's got their 2.7 million ounce Wagnon deposit. As an added bonus, where both permits are less than 30 kilometers from the Tongan mill, Barrick's 4.9 million ounce deposit that's just about to run out of ore in about a year or so. So there's a potential for toll milling there as well. So to sum up, where we think that we're in a really good jurisdiction in the Birmingham Greenstone. We've had pretty outstanding drill results in every one of our drill programs to date. And we've got the potential to find multi-million ounces just on the NAPIE project. You know, we're hoping for discovery on our new permits when we start exploring them in early 2021. And we've got a team, you know, at Orbis, we made 3 discoveries, 2 of them advanced to the resource stage. One of them is the Bungu mine that prompted the takeover by Semifo, who now got taken over by Endeavour. And we're going to have continuous news flow. We're well cashed up, so we're going to be drilling for the foreseeable future. And we're bringing on the second drill in November, so that our first drill will be focusing on our resource at CHAGA, and the second drill will be focusing on the other prospects. So thanks for your time, and get a hold of me anytime. My contacts are there if you have any questions. Thank you.